A new brawler, 21 new skins, Jessie remodel, new modifier, as well as some hidden UI changes and even some balance changes I noticed, like Mortis getting nerfed. So let's get right into everything that we learned in Brawl Talk, including the things that they didn't show you. One of the first things that Brawl Stars did not mention is a new icon that is found around your player. They didn't say what it was exactly, but to me, this looks like an icon that will appear if your brawler has a gadget, which will be very helpful in knowing what your opponent's capabilities are. So there's just a tiny little gadget spot right by the circle that looks like it will tell you if your brawler has a gadget or not. Now, I've got more hidden changes like that nerf to Mortis, but I'll show you those in a minute. But for now, let's check out the brand new brawler that's coming to Brawl Stars, Lola. Lola is the chromatic brawler for Season 9, and she is the epitome of vanity. She loves herself so much that for her super, she throws down a diamond necklace and creates a reflection of herself. Now, this reflection does only have 50% of her hit points, but it deals 100% of the damage that she does. You can either place it away from you to reach somewhere where you can't, or you can put it right next to you and just have a wall of fire. Now, it does mimic your every single move, including your shots, and I think that this is going to be very deadly to those who get really good with her. And speaking of her normal shot, she fires 6 projectiles and they deal 392 damage per shot. That is until she gets her super, and then they deal 502 damage per shot. Now, I actually think that this is her star power, but they didn't say for sure and we have no way of knowing, but I think that her star power will work just like Jean's Spirit Slap, where when your super is charged, you deal extra damage. So you have to make that choice. Do I use my super or do I continue getting this extra damage? With her super charged up, if you were to hit all your shots, you could two-shot most brawlers in game, as she's going to deal an insane amount of damage at a fairly long range, and her hit points are similar to Nita, so she's not super tanky, but she's not really skinny, even though she's kind of skinny. She's kind of thick, but she's kind of skinny. You know what I mean. Anyways, my first gut reaction in seeing Lola is that A, she is a pretty darn cool looking brawler. She's very interesting, and I think she's going to be pretty strong, but I'll give you all the info on Lola in my 1v1 versus every brawler video, so be sure to subscribe for that, as well as all the info and sneak peeks on this update. Next up, we have 21 new skins, and they have custom shots, animations, models. They have pretty much everything. Starting with the Brawl Pass skins, at tier 70, we get Chola, which is like a, like a Mexican, I think it's like a gangster, so she's kind of like, maybe she's just like acting as a Mexican gangster, the Chola. You know what, I don't know. Not is she only rocking that cool custom skin, but her shots and her animations are different as well. Now, on tier 1 of the Brawl Pass, we will get Bull's new skin, B800. Is there some sort of hidden Easter egg with B800? Does that mean something? Yo, you got a B800. That makes no sense. Now, we don't get to see his shots to tell if they're different, but I'm going to assume that they are, since his model and his animations are new as well. There are 4 skins that fit into the theme of Brawlywood, and all of these skins have custom shots, animations, and models. And these 4 skins are Surge Kong, Captain Crow, Squeak Buster Gale, and Director Buzz. Now, a fun side note is that the new environment coming into the update, the Brawlywood themed one, which is kind of cool. It's got some, like reels, old movie reels for like the barrels and stuff, and it's a pretty cool environment. However, there's some special sections for these skins in this environment. Like you see the big door and the bananas there for Surge. You see the little Captain Crow section where it's like his dressing room kind of stuff. So the skins have their own little unique sections on this map, which is pretty cool. We haven't seen like specific skins get sections in environments before, and I think that's pretty awesome. No word yet on the exact release date or the costs of these skins, but I'll get you that info as soon as Supercell allows me to share it. Now, moving on to the Brawloween skins, which are also stacked with custom models, shots, and animations, we have Swamp Jean, Ghost Squeak, Headless Rider Stu, and Count Pangula. Now, there's some really cool details, like Stu leaving horseshoe tracks out instead of his tire tracks. We've got Swamp Jean shooting tadpole shots, Squeak with his ghosts, and Count Pangula throwing coffins, which is pretty darn awesome. Another cool thing is that this Swamp Jean skin, if you go way back to when Ems was released, we actually saw him underneath the pier in the swamp, so it's kind of cool that he's now finally making his way into game. Welcome to Brawl Stars Swamp Jean. But you know who is not getting a new skin? Mortis. But what he is getting is a nerf. In the video, I spotted that Mortis and his Creepy Harvest star power have been nerfed, and the health returned to him upon defeating an enemy has been reduced to 1400 instead of 1800. Of course, this is all subject to change, but if it goes this way, it's going to be a good nerf for Mortis, but I still think that Creepy Harvest will be the star power of choice. Now, the next 10 skins are True Silver and True Gold, Amber, Carl, Colette, Dynamite, and BB. And the last skin is Cat Burglar Jessie. Now, Jessie herself is getting a remodel, but the skin, the Cat Burglar skin, is really awesome. I particularly like the shot projectiles. I think they look really cool. Now, the skin will be available in November along with the World Finals. Now, you'll actually be able to get the skin for free just by watching and interacting with the World Finals. You can earn not only this skin, but also other rewards like gold, star points, and even really cool new pins. Now, from what I could tell, you'll get points just by watching the stream, but also they're going to have little interactive sessions where you can choose which team is going to win, and it looks like you, just for guessing, you're going to get extra points. And then once you reach 1,000 points, the skin is yours for free and you can claim it in game. Now, if you don't have time to watch or you just don't want to, I'm sure that you'll be able to buy this skin from the shop, but it should be a lot of fun time and you'll get a free skin, so watch it and engage with it if you can. They also showed some animated pins for Lola, as well as a pin for Brawloween that was animated, a pumpkin that spun that was pretty cool. Now, they just showed that one pumpkin, but I imagine that there's going to be more for Brawloween aside from just that one, but no confirmation on that just yet. One last bit of new stuff coming is a new Brawloween modifier called Invisible Brawlers. What will happen here is that during every match, every 7 seconds, you're going to alternate between being visible and invisible, pretty much freely on for everybody. It sounds decently fun, and it will be available in all game modes. And lastly, they officially announced that the club changes that they've been talking about have been delayed until November. So more info on that as I get it, but I did give my thoughts on what I thought was going to happen with all of these club changes in my last video. So if you're curious what my take is on that, as well as my mainly wrong predictions, then you can go check that out and make fun of me. But in short, the changes will come in November. Clubs will be relying on players that are both skilled and active, and they will reap in some awesome rewards together as well. Now, the rewards, I think, will be something like modifications to weapons or abilities, but again, that's complete speculation, and I'll bring you the official info as soon as we know it. So be sure to stay tuned to this channel so that I can give you all the info on like the skins, when they're coming out, how much they're going to cost, gameplay of the new skins, as well as the new game modes, the new brawler, how she fares against all the other brawlers, all the good stuff you'll find right here. So be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.